I just want to make this little video update. So, if I guys told you about how my other iPhone blew up, then well, I got that replaced. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. So yeah, that's done. And 15 years later, that spring from this chair over here broke. Well, the spring didn't actually break. It's the metal that holds the spring on there. So the spring's completely fine. I'll probably weld that back up. I haven't made a video for a while. Well, I've made a lot of videos, but I just haven't uploaded them. So let's go see what's happened. And yeah, I don't know why I haven't made a update video for a while. So this menagerie's kind of a lot of tools there for working on lawnmowers. I started that yesterday, first pull, you know how it is. Got some gas in this gas tank. And out here, the lawnmower. There's lots of videos of this new Briggs & Stratton straight pipe that I haven't uploaded, but I will. There was like 12 or something, but there's going to be less than that because some of them is like a series. Oh, and it ran over this metal tree. That's a pretty nice metal tree. So let me just fix this real quick and give you guys a little lowdown of what's happened. So I had to put the old carburetor back on here because when I was welding next to it to fix the holes in this new straight pipe, the carburetor caught on fire and melted. Yeah, I can't even believe I didn't even notice that. Under here, I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's this green thing in there. I tried making a kill switch for the Briggs & Stratton, so that I can cut it off from over here. I had a toggle switch and everything all mounted up here and everything, and this is 14 gauge solid wire. And originally I was just gonna try to unground the system to cut it off. That didn't work. I tried that a couple of times. I made a couple of videos of that. They're on my iPhone and on this card. Yeah, so I'm still having a little bit of problems uploading to YouTube because I think I have to go ahead and change my password on. I don't think I put the right password in on my iPhone, so I have to change that. So carburetor's been, old one's been put back on. This thing is really loud ass. I couldn't do a start for you guys today because my mom's home and she's probably sleeping. So yeah, I'm gonna get some cardboard and put it over here to act as more of a gasket for it to make sure that most of all the exhaust comes out here. Like I said, and then the magneto cable, I cut that. After I tried to unground the system for the kill switch, I went and cut the magneto cable. Don't do that, kids. Just don't do it. And tried to run it up to the switch, and I guess that the magneto doesn't put out enough power to travel that far and back. So there was double wires because one going to the toggle switch and one not. And after that didn't work, I was like, oh crap, I can't use this thing until I get a new one. But I didn't get a new one. I just cut some of this wire and spliced both ends, hooked it up to the magneto cable. Works fine. Oh well, that's your redneck fix, right? Over here, this is another lawnmower. This is a friend's lawnmower. He found it in the woods. It is a Briggs & Stratton engine, front wheel drive. And so the gas line's disconnected because there was in the carburetor, it's the float type carburetor, but what had happened was, I don't know who did it, but somebody had to manually take crap and stuff it into the intake of the carburetor because there was jam-packed, rock-hard stuff in there preventing gas from flowing into the bowl. So after I used a whole can of carb cleaner to try to clean it out, that didn't work. So I was like, what the heck? So we put it on there, we took it off. And then I went into my workshop and looked in there and saw that there was just like this red crap, looked like crayon or something like that. So somebody had like stuffed the living crap out of it and put it in there, because that's not going to come from your fuel tank and go in to there and packed that hard. So now it works, but there was a gasket in there that I used a drill bit after trying everything else to get it cleaned out because it was so hard. And I tried to use a drill bit to get the stuff out of there. And in the process, the gasket that the piston, you want to call it or whatever, it goes up and down, and the bowl, the float moves it up and down to let how much gas comes into the bowl and whatnot and so forth. So now it doesn't seal. So now the gas or the piston doesn't seal against anything. So gas pours the freak out of the air filter. I bent this back so we could see in there. Pours the living crap out of here and just gushes out here. So that's why the line's disconnected, and that needs to be fixed. And this thing's basically held together with flathead screws and things of that nature because some of the screws are missing. There's a flathead right there. But let me tell you something. We stripped this whole thing. I took the head off, and the cylinder was perfect. Like perfect. I'm telling you, it was beautiful. And what do you want to call that? The piston was perfect also. But in the process of taking one of the bolts off, it broke from inside. So now there's a bolt stuck into the block. But oh well, so it gets compression and starts. So all the other bolts are in there. And if he wants to, he can get a tap and die set and work on that. It's got the front wheel drive thing here. Oiled that up with some bar oil. You know, and just to get that gasket, which I still have from drilling it out, I don't know if it'll still fit or anything. It could be because I drilled it out and it looks like the drill bit made a bigger hole in it. But whenever I'm going to put it back in, and hopefully it'll work. If it doesn't, then I'm going to have to find something to make a new gasket out of. And gas, man, it eats away at a lot of stuff. So, and then he taped this for some reason. But this needs to come undone so that the drive can be taken off because it's engaged now. But it turns over really easy. It's not even hard to pull. I mean, the piston was perfect, and I was surprised. He said that he had it in his shed for 2 years, so with no maintenance. But there was oil in the crankshaft, and I guess some of the oil seeped into the head, or into the thing. It's got perfect piston rings, but I guess it seeped in there and I guess kept it nice, or kept it, from effing it up even more. And the oil, I don't know what did it, but something was in there. It, all the carbon buildup, it just came right off. Oh, here's some of the carbon buildup. It just came right off, flaked off. It was so nice. I guess because the oil got in there or anything or something, because we were dumping gallons and gallons of gas in here at first trying to get it started before we disassemble it, to prime it, because it wouldn't get gas in there. But now it gets too much gas, and I have to pinch the line so that the engine actually runs because it's getting too much gas. So the carburetor's perfect. Went through a whole can of carb cleaner. This thing, as soon as you get that little gasket, that thing is going to be running. And I mean, it's nice. I don't know how much horsepower it is. It's probably I think it's 5.5 or 6 or something like that. But really nice lawnmower for finding it in the woods. And there's that panel for the gears. That one's being a little piece of crap, wanting to start. I mean, this thing has so much scores in that shaft from over revving and crap. Oh, and I forgot to show you guys. Here's how I control it now. This throttle cable thing right here. So let me show you how I attach this. This is kind of regneck. So I keep this closed so nothing gets in there. I use some electrical tape, just tape it to the exhaust. But this thing is really loud. I asked my neighbor if she could hear it from over there, or over our house, and her house is a couple across the street, and she said she could hear that thing clear. So I made a video of mounting it again. I made a video of what the old carburetor looked like in detail with macro mode. I still have yet to get a thing to for that dead man switch thing. So yeah, and I'm probably gonna finish working on this thing today. And after I do, then that thing should start up good. He painted that for some reason. There's that little thing on my screen again. What else do we have going on? But I mean, Yeah, so that starts always. There's a mess there, and half of my tools are gone in here. But here's some of this bar oil we use. It's thicker than regular oil. It's pretty nice. SAE 8W90 gear oil, not bar oil, but oh well, it's gets the job done. And WD-40, and I need a new can of carb cleaner. So guys, that's an update. I also did a little electrical in my room. I'll make a video of it because I'm not going to be able to do my iPhone videos until I get that fixed, and so I guess I'll do that in these videos, you know, whatever. Thanks for watching. Please rate, subscribe, and comment.